yesterday we left our page looking like this, and today your page should have the roots circled and the prefixes and suffixes underlined. So your page should look something like this. Okay, now if your page doesn't look quite like this, it's okay to make any changes you need to so that it does. Now that we have the suffixes underlined, it's really easy for us to compare to our list of suffixes here. Let's check each one to see if we have identified the correct part of speech for each one, okay? Arbitrate. Arbitrate ends with the same suffix as create, which means it is a verb. So arbitrate is a verb. Innocence has the same suffix as difference. It is a noun, innocence. Someone can have innocence, they can lose their innocence. Innocence is something that you have. Even though you can't touch it, it is still a noun. Arbitrary ends with ARY, like secondary. That means it is an adjective. Another word that a classmate came up with was the word stationary, like a stationary bike. That's also an adjective. Let's look at the word innocuous. Innocuous has an OUS, like the word dangerous. And a couple of friends came up with the words unconscious, that ends with an OUS, and the word various. Those are all adjectives. So innocuous is an adjective. And finally, the word arbitrator, it actually has two suffixes. It has ate, like arbitrate, and then it ends with an OR, one who arbitrates. Ends with an OR, like actor, or the word creator ends with OR. And those are all nouns. Okay, so check your parts of speech, make any changes that you need to, because next we're going to take a look at these definitions and see if we can figure out what type of word each one is defining. I'm going to be adding a line after each one. I want you to do the very same thing on your paper. Okay, now your paper should look like this. We're going to identify the type of word that is being defined. Not harmful. It sounds like we're describing something as being not harmful. The next one says a person chosen to settle a dispute. We always notice if we have that article there, like a person, that means that we're defining a noun because a person is a noun. Injurious or harmful, those are describing words. We're looking for an adjective. To judge or decide, it begins with that word to that we often have with verbs. To judge, to make, to act. So that definition is for a verb. The state of harmlessness, remember when we have an article like a or the, a noun. And finally, related to personal judgment, left to chance. These are describing an adjective. We could describe something as being left to chance. Now you can use these definitions and the types of words they're defining to match them up with these words and their parts of speech to see if you can match up the words correctly with their definitions. That's the assignment for today, friends. Fill that information in on your packet, and then we'll check it together tomorrow. Good luck.